Coming up, Kirsty and I have an identity crisis.
Do you want to do the full swap? No, you don't, as you know that my job is more work than yours.
There are a few little surprises.
So now you have two major projects.
And this is the easier one.
In there is your own cinema.
I love this house already.
And loyalties are tested.
I love it.
Me too. Feels like I'm cheating.
Today we're in Surrey, in the town of Staines, or Staines-upon-Thames, as it's now known.
Staines added upon Thames because they felt that Allergy had done so much damage to their reputation.
They wanted to disassociate themselves from Ali G. I got you a present.
Oh, no.
Got you some bling. We're going to be in Staines. You better dress the part, love. Here we go. Don't you like it?
God, you wow me with your craft talents.
Is it because you was posh?
I as well, Posh, and don't you forget it.
We're on our way to help Nitasha and Nikunj and Nike the dog. Their first glimpse of this 4-bed converted bungalow was just 2.5 years ago. And for Nitasha, first impressions weren't great.
I'm like, no, we're not getting this house. This is in a very bad state.
But that didn't faze Nikunj.
I thought there was a lot of potential to renovate the house and make it more like we would like to live in.
And now the tables have turned, and Nikunj's pet project has become something of an albatross around his neck.
It annoys me that, after 2.5 years of living in this property, even after spending a lot of time, effort and money in redoing the house, we haven't come to a level that we can say, that's it, all done, we don't have to get anything more done here.
Whereas Nitasha now loves it.
I love this house, I've done so much. I've converted it into a home, so I enjoy living in it. I enjoy doing it up. I enjoy gardening. I love the garden. It's a southwest-facing garden, so it gets a lot of natural light.
Nitasha loves the location, the 10-minute walk to work, and the lovely river views.
I think Nike looks forward to me coming home during lunchtime, spend some time with her, take her out for a quick walk. She's a diva. I'm not interested in moving at all.
But the layout issues have cast a serious shadow over the project for Nikunj.
The most annoying thing about the house is that the biggest room in the house, which is on the top floor, is not usable because of the roof being slanted.
With 3 bedrooms upstairs but no room for storage, Nitasha and Nikunj sleep in the downstairs bedroom, which is hardly ideal.
We have to go all the way from the bedroom into the living room, into the kitchen area, and then into the bathrooms. It's not very convenient at all.
And even more inconvenient when they have families staying for extended periods over the summer.
Family is very important for us. We have both grown up in India with bigger families around us.
We want them to be comfortable over here. We want them to have their space as well.
And at the moment, they don't.
I do not see this as my forever home. I think we will have to move eventually.
I'm 100% with Kirsty that she can make this house lovable for Nikunj. I already love it.
2 very firmly entrenched opinions. Time to add ours into the mix.
Bungalow Street, the whole thing. It looks like we're by the seaside.
It does have that feel.
I feel a loft conversion coming on.
Do you?
Hello.
Hi. I'm Kirsty. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Natasha. I'm Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good morning, Nikunj.
It's my job to turn this bungalow into the perfect family home.
Whereas my challenge is to show them that the grass is greener should they decide to move.
So who's loving and who's listing?
I'm listed.
And I'm loving it, yeah.
OK. Tell us the kind of background. How long have you lived here?
So we've lived close to 2.5 years here. I liked it for what we could do with it, and Nitasha did not like it.
2.5 years later, your positions have entirely swapped. What's changed?
I think we did a lot of things to the house. You feel emotionally connected. You make it your house, you make it your home.
Yes. You've spent quite a lot of money.
Yes, yeah, we have.
So I think we spent around close to 50K on it.
Right.
But you're quite tired of working on the house.
Yeah.
He is. I'm fine.
I do all the work.
Actually, he does all the work. I just say, yeah, change this, change that, get that done.
And what would you look for in a new house were you to move?
I think we're still looking at 4 bedrooms and a detached house.
At the moment, this house is 10 minutes walking distance from my work.
That's a great luxury.
Yes, so I want something similar. That's actually my first criteria.
And how frequently do you have family to stay?
Every year, they love to stay with us for the whole summer, so it's around three months or so. We are thinking of starting a family. At the moment, downstairs, it's a single master bedroom and there's no space to put a nursery in there. So
That's still not encouraging you to move?
No.
No. See?
Do you feel that this house could work long term then?
Yes,
For guests
definitely.
and children?
It is a big house and it can definitely work, yes. Yeah, I don't intend to move for another 10, 15, 20, I don't know how long.
And Nikunj, what are your thoughts on that topic?
I didn't know about this 10, 15-year plan, but I don't see it being a house where, when we have a family, then I think we'll need more space, another room for the kids, and we'll need that room to be next to us rather than us having to go up and down all the time. And that's a genuine problem.
I couldn't agree more. Time to up sticks. But I could do with a larger search area than a 10-minute walk.
Oh, huge bathroom.
It's much bigger than I was expecting as a bathroom.
Oh, good luck beating that, Phil. But slightly compromised kitchen.
Yeah.
Although it still fits a kitchen table, which is essential if you're thinking of starting a family.
And the dining and living area is a great size.
Go back in the bathroom and tap on the wall.
Yeah, ready?
No, go into the shower and tap on the wall. Phil?
I can't hear you.
He can hear me. Phil? Phil? It's perfectly possible to make it en suite.
And I've got £50,000 to do it, along with fixing the upstairs. You can stop now, Phil. We set up our cameras and discovered that Nitasha and Nikunj spend almost 70% of their evening in the kitchen and no time upstairs. In the morning, they spend 18% of their time in the kitchen. The only room used upstairs was the study, which Nikunj works from. So there's an entire floor which is barely used, and that will be very costly to sort out. I can see why Nikunj would rather move.
That's a really sweet bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not so sweet.
No. You need to...
But,
I'm with him.
really? Why?
Well, there's not that much more you can do.
You'll have to get a master bedroom up here.
Yes.
If they're thinking of children.
Yeah. Interesting.
Strangely, I'm with her.
You team love it, Phil?
Well, a little bit.
Do you want to do the full swap? No, you don't, because you know that my job is more work than yours.
I would never abandon Team Listed. But with a search budget of 600 grand and the average 4-bed in their area going for 650 grand, the idea of jumping ship is a tad tempting.
It's also worth noting that by moving, they'll be splashing out £20,000 in stamp duty and over £11,000 in moving costs and legal fees. That's over £30,000 that could be useful if they do start a family.
But only if you can make their house suitable for a family.
Phil likes the house, doesn't think you should sell it.
Oh, wow.
I think it's quite complicated to solve the problems upstairs, and there's an argument for moving on.
Okay.
So
We're having a little bit of...
we're having a bit of identity crisis.
Tell me about the house that I should go looking for then.
4 bedrooms, detached,
Yes.
close to Nitasha's workplace,
South-facing garden would be ideal.
and a utility room.
And a utility room, yes, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm searching for a 4-bed detached property with a kitchen, diner and large south-facing garden within a 10-minute walk to Nitasha's work. All that for less than the average 4-bed in the area. Maybe Kirsty and I should switch.
It's the first time that I've felt like actually helping do the house up, and it's the first time that I can remember.
Slow. You're not feeling like you want to help do the house up. You're feeling like you don't want to go and find all of that in Staines for 600 grand, and you like the house. There's a huge gulf between that and feeling that
Actually helping.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, I'm not going to help. Let's just get that straight.
No.
I think both of them are going to have a hard job here because the list that Nitasha has given is quite big. But on the other hand, Kirsty is going to find it hard as well because it's basically the layout of the house that she needs to change now.
But I tell you one thing, this dog is going to be the star of the show.
The dog's not actually in the shot, so...
How do you know what's in the shot and what's not
Well,
in the
because for the dog to be in the shot, it'd have to be filming Warren.
shot? What, Warren and the reflector?
Yeah.
You can't see Warren and the reflector, but Phil and I are too old and ugly not to have light reflected up into our face. That dog will bite you if you pick it up.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, Kirsty. I'm quite used to dealing with unpredictable characters, hence why I work so well with you.
I have absolutely no desire to move again.
We need a house where we don't need to do any more work.
In
Staines-upon-Thames, there are two very differing opinions on a house that was bought just a few years ago.
The living arrangement does not work for us presently, and I don't think it's going to work for us going forward as well.
Even Phil and I are conflicted.
You team love it, Phil.
Well, a little bit.
Do you want to do the full swap?
No thanks, Kirsty. But my task is not easy either. I've got £600,000 to find them a 4-bed detached house with a large south-facing garden as close to Nitasha's work as possible.
My budget is 50 grand, and I've got to try and make this house much more family-friendly. Once you put in a dormer here and a dormer there, this room would feel much bigger. It wouldn't actually technically be that much bigger, but it would feel bigger. Which would solve one problem, but it's time to see if Nitasha and Nikunj think my plans solve the rest. So this is what Nitasha thinks is going to rescue her.
Right.
Okay. So proposing an ensuite, yeah.
Yes, but that's not all. The huge downstairs bathroom is going to be split into 3, creating an ensuite, a utility room and a downstairs loo. Upstairs, by installing 2 dormers in a new master bedroom, we'll be creating more headroom, allowing for another ensuite and additional storage. That's all their problem solved without blowing the budget.
I can see a few things that can work.
Tell me what's troubling you.
We know if we have a family down the line, but we've been told that it is good to have a bath.
Nothing about this plan completely prevents you having a bath.
Right.
Nitasha, does this plan make the house work better for you?
Yes, I like the ground floor plan. I think this is definitely what we need. It's this one. I'm a bit concerned because I don't like my stuff scattered all around the house. So I like everything in one place.
Yes.
So I'm very touchy about that. Yeah.
But remember, you've got this cupboards, which you haven't got currently. I think that does this. This is everything in one place.
Yeah.
The ensuite and utility on the ground floor have gone down well, but my idea for how the upstairs could function isn't getting the same reaction.
But I think we both need to just sit down and then understand what works for us and also how it's going to be looked at by potential buyers.
I'm so used to skipping out of houses with people delighted by what I've done. And I didn't sense the delight just then. Phil and I have both got our work cut out.
You're not wrong there. Although I have managed to grab a few extra miles for my search, so it's now a 15-minute drive rather than a 10-minute walk to Nitasha's work.
Now, when we first met, and I was inquiring as to a kind of house that you would be looking for, Nitasha, I think, naturally gave me a very long list, trying to make it as awkward and as difficult as possible. What's going to do it for you?
The location, followed by 4 bedrooms and bathrooms, and a garden because for Nike. So
Yes.
I think those are the key things.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then I think I've found just the place. And it's less than 2 miles from Nitasha's work.
So here we are, a lovely 4-bed semi
Wow, nice.
Parking out the front, lovely street, lovely community.
Yep, it's nice.
It's really nice,
Yeah, it looks a bit modern, isn't it?
Yeah, better than ours.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, that's a good start. On the market, at under budget, at £539,000, this home has a large open-plan kitchen diner and a good-sized south-facing garden for Nike the dog. There's a separate lounge and, spread over 3 levels, 2 good-sized doubles, a potential nursery on the first floor and a master with ensuite up top.
This, I think, is where it's really interesting. Because it's been extended, it's been opened up.
Yeah.
It's great, entertaining space. If we open these up,
Oh, wow.
it really does
In your garden.
enjoy the south-facing
Yeah.
garden.
Lovely.
This is what we should have in a current property.
What do you think?
Well, it's a small garden compared to ours, and I don't like it. It's less private as well, so.
How big a garden do you need? You're not going to learn to ride a bicycle in it.
No, like
You're not playing football.
Yeah, like a football or a cricket ground, you know, that big.
Not the greatest start, but hopefully the impressive layout upstairs and improvement on their house will get Nitasha on board.
Now, up here, on this floor, we've got 3 bedrooms. So that's family bathroom. That is a brilliant nursery.
Yeah.
And then this is the 3rd bedroom. So all of the bedrooms are, I think, fantastic. I mean, they genuinely are. They're bigger than I would have expected to find.
The master bedroom's on the 3rd floor. Hopefully not being on the same level as the potential nursery won't put them off.
Look at that, Nikunj.
A lot of wardrobe space, which
A lot of
we lack,
wardrobe space,
so-
yeah.
And ensuite, which we lack as well, so.
Well, it's clear that Natasha's not going to be making this easy for me.
You've got a little leave space over there.
But never mind. Never mind. I can handle it.
Who are you trying to convince, Phil?
How'd you go upstairs?
The bedroom is lovely.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
The rooms are definitely nice and big and spacious upstairs, so which is very good, which is what we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find it a bit funny going 3 levels.
Yes.
You know, it's like, oh God, yeah, to walk all the way up.
But of course, that is what makes it the big family home.
It does.
That everybody can come and stay and have privacy, and you can have kids and privacy. And jobs are good.
Yeah.
Well, what can I take away from this house in the forward search?
I think a little bigger garden, definitely a WC downstairs would help.
That was an excellent family house in pretty much all respects. But the fact of the matter is, their garden in a detached property is going to be a tough thing to trump.
Struggling a bit, are we, Phil? I'm sorry about that. Now, usually this is where the building work begins. But if you remember this,
We are thinking of starting a family.
well, 16 months down the line,
So we found out that we were expecting. And then we found out that we were gonna have twins, which was a bit of a surprise for us.
the twins are now 3 months old.
Our lives have changed drastically since then.
We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
This was a tricky search before, but now with 2 admittedly adorable newborns to consider, it's going to be really tough.
I bet you're even more keen to switch sides now, Phil, whereas I'm up for the challenge with this new plan. Upstairs, they are now adding 1 large dormer running almost the entire length of the house, creating a bigger family bathroom and a new ensuite that doesn't impact on the master bedroom. To cover the extra work, they've upped their budget by 20k to £70,000.
There is an urgency because we now need that space even more than we needed initially.
It's funny how suddenly your house feels so crammed, and you know every space is like, oh, you needed bigger space. So
For 2 people, it was an ambition. Now it's a need.
I'll leave that with you, Kirsty. With a new family comes new priorities, and like Kirsty's Love It budget, I've been given extra funds to work with. I've now got 750 grand, including fees, to find them a new home that suits a family of 4. But as it's 16 months later, the average price of a detached house in the area has risen to £735,000, so I'm not out of the woods yet.
So life is very different.
it is, yes. We've got 2 babies now.
Yes. Are they identical?
Yes.
They are identical, yeah. It's funny, one day Nikunj said, like, who are you holding? I'm like, who are you holding? You must know you. I was like, I don't know.
What's it meant for the build and also the search side of things?
Search criteria, I think, slightly changed, maybe a bit further away from my office.
So how far are we now? Are we
15, 20 minutes?
15, 20 minutes?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So that opens things up quite a lot.
Yes, yeah. And obviously a slightly bigger house as well now.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they need a detached 4-bed house with space for the family to visit. At least 2 bathrooms, big kitchen and a large south-facing garden. Well, I've found just the place. It's still in Staines-upon-Thames and is just a 7-minute drive to Natasha's work.
Now, I thought this was quite an interesting house.
It's quite nice, actually. I really like the entrance, yeah.
Good. Parking for 3,
Nice.
plus the garage.
So far, so good.
It's kind of quietly tucked away.
Yeah. It's hidden,
Yeah.
snug, yeah.
We're starting on the right foot.
Yeah.
We will
Okay.
continue.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I'm nervous now.
And so you should be, Nitasha. It's on the market for 750 grand, but the agents have told me they'll consider offers beneath that, so I'm confident they could get it within budget. It's detached and nearly 50% larger than their current home, with 5 bedrooms, one of which has a large ensuite. And downstairs there's a big kitchen diner, bright conservatory and a huge southwest-facing garden.
We've got downstairs loo, playroom or office, and main living room. But actually, the kind of hub of the home is here. Big, open kitchen dining into the conservatory, into the garden.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's really nice, actually. It's very warm. It's very welcoming. I love it. Yeah.
The size of the kitchen and then
amazing.
obviously the dining room next to it is amazing, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of the girls playing in years to come,
Yeah.
you're looking out from the kitchen across the conservatory. I just think it's heavenly.
Ah, I
Fine.
quite like it, actually. It feels like I'm cheating.
Well, it's going to get even harder to stay faithful to Kirsty once you've seen what the garden has to offer.
So the garden faces south-southwest
Amazing, yeah.
and includes various sheds, mature trees.
I quite like the way the trees are. It's hidden.
And it doesn't stop there.
Would you believe it, Nikunj? In there is your own cinema.
No.
Is it?
Yeah.
I love this house already.
Oh dear.
Go on, have a look.
All right.
Designed with Nikunj in mind.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
What do you reckon?
We're moving here.
Yeah.
Deal done. You haven't even asked how much it is yet.
What is the
Oh
price?
yes, of course.
It's on the market at 750,000, but I sense there is a deal to be done that would bring it pretty close to your amended budget.
Despite Nikunj being sold already, it's time they see what the upstairs has to offer.
Oh, wow.
Cool enough.
That's what we want, yeah. We'll only shoot.
Yeah, we can put
It's
that
exactly
on
what we
also.
want.
Well, Kirsty would be pleased to know that Nikunj has already said the deal's done. He's buying it. And actually, Nitasha is also pretty damn keen.
I feel that this is a home that we could actually live in.
Definitely a very good house, and I'm just feeling a little bit wowed at the moment. So I'm slightly towards team listed, just slightly, not too much.
I hope you're listening carefully, Kirsty.
And welcome to the living room. You've got a lot of space in this house for everyone to hang out.
Yeah, I think this is spot on. The best thing is, I think every room downstairs has a view of garden, so it's amazing.
Deal done?
Nope.
Almost. I think this is a very big improvement on last time.
I am slightly nervous. It's definitely a good house, and I don't know how much our house can match up to this one.
History suggests that I should not count my chickens before they're hatched, but that viewing went extraordinarily well. It's a very strong house, and I know has certainly made them think about things.
They can think all they want, Pip, but all that really matters is what they say when it's decision time.
I think if we get the work done, then I think it will work for a family. I'm not sure it's going to be our family though.
In Staines-upon-Thames, there's no letting up in the debate to love or list this 4-bed bungalow.
I'm 100% with Kirsty that she can make this house lovable for Nikunj. I already love it.
I wish I felt as confident, Nitasha, as my plans didn't get the reaction I'd hoped for.
I can see a few things that can work.
Tell me what's troubling you.
Whereas my second property went down a treat.
We're moving here.
Yeah.
Deal done.
So I'm really up against it. And with the family having doubled in size, the need for extra space has never been more pressing. With the twins now nearly 6 months old, Nitasha and Nikunj have moved out and work has finally begun. Ah, what a difference it's made. The upstairs has been gutted and the huge dormer has been installed.
I'm very excited and I'm actually loving it. You know, as I'm seeing it, how much space we're getting, I am so happy.
But undertaking a large renovation project with a new family has its challenges.
So we have moved from a 4-bedroom bungalow to a 2-bedroom flat, and we've got 2 babies and we've got Nike. It's been a struggle, but I believe Nike is the one who's most impacted by this move. Poor girl, she just keeps looking out of the window or the door and keeps looking at squirrels and kitties and gets upset.
Bad for Nike, but good for Team Loveit.
I would love to have Kirsty's advice on this entire floor plan, but what I'm particularly looking for is the nursery.
Did someone say they needed help with the nursery? I'm on my way.
Wow. It's nearly 19 months since I was last here and so much has happened. So I'm going to go and find out what's occurring.
And I'm heading straight upstairs to see the new dormer.
Oh, wow. God, it's a lot of work. This is a massive dormer.
In fact, it's given them 18% more space upstairs.
So this is new. It used to slope down. This ceiling height makes this room feel much bigger. So effectively, that's what a dormer does. It gives you more floor space by giving you more head space.
Which creates the extra room they were desperately missing.
The purpose of this, obviously, was that in the event of the arrival of any children, we weren't expecting 2, the family would all be on the same floor. And this does achieve that 100%.
With Nitasha looking after the twins, it gives me a chance to work on Nikunj.
Congratulations, first and foremost. So now you have 2 major projects.
And this is the easier one.
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, God.
Hopefully, I can make it a little easier by helping with the nursery layout.
I love this little room. I love its little fireplace.
The best layout ideas are based on function and necessity. Obviously, you want it to look great, but it's more important that it's usable.
Currently, do the girls sleep in a cot next to each other?
No, actually. So one of them sleeps in the cot and one of them sleeps next to Nitasha.
So essentially, they'll be sharing this room.
Yeah.
But the cots will be
Separate.
separate.
Yeah.
As this room has a sloping ceiling, fitting 2 cots in needs careful planning.
Looking at the space, then that makes me think there would be a cot here
Potentially, yeah.
and a cot here.
Yeah.
Then that means that you can have a changing table here, which means that you can put
Wardrobe.
a wardrobe in here.
With the layout decided, I've got some techniques to create a nursery with personality and longevity.
So these are stickers, which are dead easy, and these are stencils.
Right.
And anyone can use one of those. They're so much fun. I mean, look at that. Isn't that enchanting
That is
with the blue?
absolutely lovely.
And these are so easy to use.
Yeah.
You just stick them to the wall with some masking tape. When you're painting, you dab rather than brush. But at the point when they go, Mum, we've got some friends coming round, it's embarrassing, then you change them to something else.
Yeah. They're lovely. I think Natasha's going to love them.
Okie dokie, fantastic.
Now it's Nikunj's turn for baby duty, so I can help Nitasha with ideas on how to get out the nursery.
Oh, God. Wow.
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
A recent report claims the UK nursery and baby equipment market is worth around $1 billion a year, but you don't need to break the bank by buying unnecessary kit. As Nitasha and Nikunj have twins, as well as a big renovation on their hands, I want to help them spend as little as possible. It's so easy to get carried away.
You kind of want to have another baby just to see what new kit there is.
For me, some must-haves are dimmable lighting and plenty of storage. Comfortable seating, like a sofa or daybed, is also handy for feeding, story time, and sleepovers with poorly children. If you want a changing unit, look for one with drawers, not only for extra storage, but also so you'll have all the appropriate equipment close to hand. However, I don't necessarily think it's essential.
How long are the girls now?
I think they're going to soon outgrow of this mat.
I probably shouldn't say this in a baby shop, but I think you're better off finding a chest of drawers, older ones, and then you can just paint them. And it's not a baby one.
Yeah.
The girls can use it as they get bigger.
They can use it for longer. or
Yes,
something, yeah.
exactly.
With baby furniture, flexibility and future-proofing will save you money in the long run. Or not so long run. Well, at least we've got a plan for a changing station and the crib. It may have taken over 18 months, but Team Love It are finally cooking on gas.
But don't forget, I've still got a final property up my sleeve to tip the balance back in the direction of Team List It.
The second house I showed you, it seemed to quite inspire you both.
It did. I mean, for me, I think that I can see us living there. It was ticking a lot of boxes.
Yeah. At the same time, I always worry when I show people good houses like that. It starts giving them ideas of things that they could do back at their own house, rather than...
Yeah.
That's what was happening with Nitasha. She was getting some ideas.
Yeah.
Well, we're off to Windsor next, home of the world's largest inhabited castle. Maybe having royalty close by could provide added inspiration.
Here we are. So we are in Windsor here. I think we're 18 minutes drive from your work, so just inside the 20-minute barrier you gave us.
Okay, that's not bad. That's doable.
It's a 70s development. They do actually provide really good, practical family living.
Yeah. I think I don't mind it. The look-wise, I think it looks okay.
On the market for 700 grand, this property has 4 double bedrooms spread over 2 floors, with 2 bathrooms. Perfect for visiting family and children. There's a stylish kitchen with an open-plan living area and a separate dining room, all ready for a family to move in without having to lift a finger. Plus, there's a well-maintained and landscaped garden.
It's very, very sleek, contemporary, modern, and bang up to date. Very clean line.
Very
clean
bright.
lines, yeah, and very bright.
Yeah.
I love the fact it's all white. It looks so much bigger with that paint job.
That is quite a statement as a kitchen.
It's different. it's a bit small, but it looks very modern and very nice.
I think the style is very much us.
Yeah.
I knew they'd like the finish of this place, but I don't think it's blowing them away, unlike Property 2.
That's the television room. That's a utility room. That's a really lovely shower room.
Yeah.
And then another bedroom here. So upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Okay.
And downstairs, you could have a television room as it's currently set up and an office stroke spare room. When visiting relatives come, they can be bedrooms. It was the flexibility of this house, as well as the look and feel of it, that appealed to me.
Quite spacious as well. Yeah, very spacious. Overlooking the garden.
But I'll leave you two to have a wander upstairs. Help yourself.
Thank you.
Could be your happy home.
Could be. Yeah, it's nice.
They like it and they're being polite, but I don't think they love it. That's probably because I've already shown them something they do love.
It's nice.
This is a good house, but the size and layout seem to be a sticking point for both of them.
It is very modern. No bath, though, for the babies.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It looks bigger because of the way it's been decorated.
Yeah.
They're definitely not bowled over, Maybe a little gem hidden in the garden will help pull it back.
So we've got a east facer here with nice mature trees.
Yeah.
It's actually got a lovely, lovely view. Go on up on there and look east, see what you can see.
Wow, it's the castle. Just over there.
Wow, cool.
So when Kirsty's having dinner with her Madge,
Yeah.
you can send her a little wave.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Kirsty.
I feel that we've had some good time together, so I'm hoping that I'm leaving you in a good place as far as Team Listed is concerned.
It certainly made us think, especially around the second house that you showed us. If we can get a house like that for the money, that we would certainly look at listing and moving, yeah.
Nitasha?
Yeah, I think I'm now, again, a little bit more than 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's fine. You will make the right decision. Well, one of us will make the right decision.
Let's see.
And hopefully that decision will be love it.
Don't be so sure.
I'm really happy with how the search has gone this time. I feel I've shown them strong houses, particularly the second one. So I'm looking forward to Kirsty buying me the drinks again.
Steady on, Pip. You haven't seen their house yet, so you may be dusting off that wallet sooner than you think.
Back in Staines. Been a long time.
In Staines.
I've got to say, I'm slightly disappointed you're not wearing the bling that I presented you with.
What bling?
Do you remember?
I don't.
Ali G.
Oh, the Ali G.
Yeah.
Some things are best forgotten, Phil.
I'm going to be fascinated to see how you squeeze 4 people into that fairly small house
It's not a
and
very
still
small
make it
house.
work.
We've seen a lot smaller houses than that. I think you'll be very impressed by the space.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will indeed. It's been 22 months, 2 days and 2 babies since our first visit, and I'm so excited to see the long-awaited result.
So, well, you've gone out all out on the bathroom situation, have you? I mean, I know they were short of an ensuite. They're taking things a little far.
Ha, ha, ha. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad, not
Very
too bad.
good, thank you.
Is this a new bathroom?
Yes, it is.
You might be laughing now, Phil, but wait till you see their real bathroom. I've got this one in the can, so to speak.
This is exciting.
Oh, that's all very
my
new.
word, that is so
Super smart.
It is indeed. The large, inconveniently placed bathroom is gone. Split into 2 to create this far cleverer shower room just off the hallway next to the downstairs bedroom.
That access didn't exist before,
No.
did it? No. So this is totally separate. So this is guest bathroom as well as being virtually an ensuite. It's a multitasking bathroom.
You've got it all worked out.
Yeah, so much so. And that,
Okay,
Phil, is
moving on.
only the beginning.
It's not only perfect for visiting family, but there's no more traipsing through the kitchen to get to the loo. Instead, there's now an amazing utility room come dog grooming parlour.
Oh my God, look at that. That is a dog washing area par excellence, isn't it?
Custom built.
Yeah.
Custom built.
It's not all about Nike. No expense has been spared, with a sensational drying rack and even a laundry chute.
Is that a laundry chute?
That
Yes.
is laundry sheet.
Did you pinch that idea out of the second house I showed you?
Might have.
Yes.
You did! Excellent.
Stealing ideas from Team Listed, eh?
Well, there's a first time for everything, Phil.
Here, you've got a brilliant laundry room with a sensational drying rack, downstairs loo for guests. So it means that if you have someone over, they don't have to go through the kitchen. If you're sitting there having dinner, you're not weeing right next door to everyone.
Kirsty's idea of hell.
Upstairs was the real problem area of this house. Nikunj feared it would never be a family-friendly home. But the twins seemed pretty settled to me.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh,
Hello.
my word. Look at you.
And just look at how this once cramped bedroom has been completely transformed to create the perfect double nursery.
It's really planned out this space, hasn't it? I'm really pleased with that because when we came, we discussed maximising the floor space.
I like your idea of having, on the 2 separate walls, and it's amazing how it's, just given so much space in
It's
between.
space and also no drafts.
The stickers I suggested really work here.
They look absolutely sensational. And it's such an easy thing to do.
They're really easy to actually put
Yeah.
on as well, so that was...
Look at you. Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Look at you.
You were dealing with two things that were so all-consuming, twins and a major project. Has it changed how you perceive the house?
I mean, I was in love with it, but now I'm more in love with it because, you know, it's bigger now and it works for us. We got everything in one floor.
Yeah.
Nitasha always did love this house, and now with these two adorable babies in it, why would she ever leave?
Nikunj, surely your study's under threat, isn't it, as the girls get older? Rather than the house number 2, you had your own cinema, you had your man cave, you were away.
Keep on trying, Phil. One long dormer has increased the usable floor space of the upstairs by 10 square metres and created a lovely family bathroom for the girls. And for Nitasha and Nikunj, this low-ceilinged bedroom with no storage has been opened up into an incredible master bedroom with ensuite.
And enough cupboards to house even Kirsty's wardrobe.
No, you could scarcely stand up in here before, could you? I mean, it was really tight.
Yeah, there you really can now. And it's incredibly light. And there's a lovely little balcony bit.
How times have changed, though, because when we sat in that garden on that very hot day when we met, Nike was king of this house.
Yeah.
And you'd come back from work at lunch to look after Nike, and of course now you're coming back looking after 2 other little people.
I think she still thinks she's the king of the house and she's got 2 new subjects, so...
Yeah.
I like it.
Not having a master bedroom on this floor was a major issue for a growing family. Now, that problem is solved.
I think it's fantastic. It has so many more rooms and bathrooms and more space and everything.
It's just more balanced, isn't it?
Yeah, much more balanced, much more balanced. It just...
However, it's nothing like as big as the second house that I showed you. I mean, not a patch. It's lovely, but it's not a patch on that.
And but no, that house was really good. Yeah. But more than me, as I said, it was Nitasha who loved it.
Nikunj, remember, we shook hands on that house. We did a deal.
We did, actually.
Gentleman's agreement.
See, Kirsty, all is not lost for Team Listed.
Well, this place has gone up in value by over £90,000, which could mean a profit of around £27,000 for Nitasha and Nikunj if they sell. Whatever happens, that's a win for everyone.
22 months ago, it was just the 2 of you and the occasional visitor. Now the family, and Nike, of course. I mean, that's a significant change.
Yeah, so I think for us, it's been a journey. And it's amazing how life changes and you know, how your priorities change. But we've gone through that journey now.
Yeah, so
Tell us how,
basically,
tell us how.
Phil, flashy cinema room is no longer cutting the mustard.
Yeah,
We added, yeah.
If the babies weren't born yet, you would have designed the house very differently and not as well, not as suitable.
Very differently.
Yeah.
I would have a cinema.
Yeah. But then I always say that the hardest people to buy for is people who are looking to buy something because they want to start a family.
Nitasha, you particularly set me quite a tough challenge, but how do you feel the search went?
I think you did a brilliant job, especially with the second house. I absolutely loved it. I said to Nikunj, let's make an offer, but...
So that night you did actually have proper conversations about it?
Yeah, we had that
Look,
conversation.
not that night, on the way back.
On the way back home, like,
On the way
yeah,
back
shall
home.
we do it?
Yeah.
I think that probably leads us to the question, doesn't it?
Nitasha, Nikunj, are you going to love it?
Or list it?
It's gonna be... Love it.
Of course. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good decision, well made. Nikunj, you were the guy that wanted to list it move?
For me, if Nitasha and the girls feel at home here, then I feel at home here.
Don't forget Nike.
And Nike, obviously. Nike likes the garden. I think the few key things that I didn't like about this house at that point were number one was, you know, we were downstairs and I think most of the space, the living space in the house was upstairs, but we couldn't really use it. We did not have a lot of storage space in terms of wardrobes and others upstairs, which we have fixed now.
Was it ever a close call for you, Nitasha?
No, well, yes, after seeing that second house, yeah, it made me think. But honestly, I was always in love with this house. And after the babies, I felt that It's more practical. It's closer to my work. I've got daycare here. I've got my friends.
I think it's a good decision. I love what you've done to the house, and I can see that it really works.
Not only have you got the right house for you at this moment in your life, but you've created an additional £27,000 worth of equity in the house.
Well, all's well that ends well. Congratulations.
I'm very glad that I had Kirsty to help me out with this whole, creating this beautiful house. I think couldn't have done it without her help.
We've gone through a lot in the last year or so, so now we just want to enjoy the house.
Here we go. Are you buying the drinks? House looked great.
House did look great.
Yeah. As did they. Super happy, beautiful twins.
Yeah.
It's a fair result.
They've all got what they want.
I'm not entirely sure it's a forever house, but for now it's spot on.
Nothing's forever, Phil, not even you and I.
Well, it's lasted 20 years. Congratulations.